Okay, so welcome to this special of Mercury entering Gemini on the 24th of June to the 8th of July. So when Mercury enters Gemini, it brings a period of heightened communication and an increase in socialising and mental activity. This transit encourages us to express ourselves more freely and engage in more stimulating conversations. We may find ourselves more curious and eager to learn new things as our minds are more open and receptive to new ideas. This can be a good time for networking, writing and sharing our thoughts and opinions with others. However, you need to be careful of misunderstandings and miscommunications that can happen during this time, because some people may just be superficial, gossipy, spreading lies, or being overly talkative and not listening, or scattered in their thinking, and this can cause, miscommunications and also breakdown in relationships as well. While this transit can be positive for those who enjoy intellectual stimulation and socialising, it may not be ideal for everyone. Those who prefer more introspective or, being alone, things that they do alone, may find this period overwhelming or draining. Additionally, the fast-paced nature of Mercury in Gemini can sometimes lead to burnout or mental fatigue if we don't take breaks and prioritise self-care. Overall, the best use of this transit is to embrace the opportunities for learning, growth and connection that it presents, while also being mindful of your own needs and limitations. Balancing your desire for intellectual stimulation with self-care and rest, you can make the most of this transit and emerge from it with new insights and deeper connections to those around us. At the time of Mercury going into Gemini, it's making a couple of transit aspects. So the first is Mercury making a semi-square to Jupiter. So this can bring challenges and tension in decision making. It can also increase anxiety and impulsiveness, making it difficult to make, good judgments or decisions. However, it can lead to newfound insights and opportunities that come from previously unconsidered options, so thinking of new ways to solve your problems, or especially in relationships and in the workplace or in your family or anyone else you have day-to-day contact with. It's crucial to maintain a balanced and grounded mindset during this time and carefully consider options and potential outcomes. Mercury also makes a square to Neptune. On one hand, it can lead to confusion and false expectations, making it challenging to make decisions and communicate effectively. On the other hand, Mercury square to Neptune throughout the couple of weeks it's in Gemini can help you develop or access your creativity and imagination, allowing you to think outside the box and come up with unique solutions to problems. So it's supporting the Mercury semi-square Jupiter energy. Also, the Sun's conjunction to Mercury supports assertive communication and new ideas. This aspect amplifies Mercury's energy, so giving that extra boost, making you more confident if you're open to it in your communication style, supporting all sorts of brainstorming and generating new concepts, as well as effectively expressing your ideas and opinions to others, so it supports clear communication. So all in all, this can lead to a greater sense of self-expression and personal power. However, it's essential to use this energy in a positive way by speaking truthfully and with integrity, rather than using this powerful alignment to manipulate or deceive others. Those who are sensitive to this aspect may experience restlessness, increase in creativity, and it's ideal to engage in activities that stimulate your mind or challenge your beliefs, so it's supporting all that Mercury and Gemini energy. For career and education, Mercury entering Gemini can give the motivation and clarity necessary to pursue ambitious careers and educational goals. As I said, Gemini is known for its curiosity, advanced communication skills and willingness to learn and adapt. Mercury, as the planet of communication and learning, feels at home in Gemini, and its energy in this sign can bring a more cerebral thinking, open-mindedness approach to career and educational related tasks. but there can also be challenges in communication in educational and career settings, as well as in your learning processes, which can cause uncertainty, and this can lead to confusion and misguided decisions, such as choosing to leave your job or choosing the wrong career path or educational program that doesn't align with your real goals. So someone may come to you, because a lot of networking can happen, with a good idea, and you may think like, yeah, I'm going to go for it, but just make sure that it's the right decision for you. But overall, Mercury in Gemini, in terms of career and education, allows you to be proactive and seek new information and skills to enhance your professional and educational growth and development. Networking and connecting with others in the same industry of you or who have the same hobbies of you can be beneficial at this time. And if you remain focused and determined and willing to learn, then this can be a good period to get projects that you've been stuck on, out of the ground and continue and push forward. But just remember, it's best to pay attention to details, double check information before making decisions, and being open to new ideas and perspectives from others. And all negative consequences of Mercury being in Gemini can be avoided if you embrace the flexibility of Gemini energy and be cautious and diligent in communication and your decision-making process. In terms of spiritual and personal development, this aspect can allow you to tap into your inner wisdom and explore your spiritual paths more clearly and logically. In terms of the past life and karmic meanings for spiritual development, this can give you a chance to refinish unfinished business or unresolved issues related to interpersonal communication, information gathering and sharing ideas, and spiritual growth. Those who are open to this energy may experience a deeper understanding of their higher purpose and soul mission. This influence can help individuals to effectively communicate their insights and experiences to others, and also help you develop your personal spiritual growth for yourself and those around you. So it can help people, connect deeper and help each other on their journey of transformation. In terms of committed relationships and hookups, people may find themselves drawn to exploring more romantic connections with new people, or more willing to take current relationships to the next level, so committing more. When Mercury is transiting through the sign of Gemini, communication and intellectual stimulation are increased, as I said, so this energy can be beneficial for committed relationships as it encourages open and honest communication between partners. Mercury in Gemini is also a great time to discuss important issues with your significant other and work towards finding solutions to any problems that may come up. This transit also promotes flexibility and adaptability, which can help couples navigate any changes or challenges in their relationship. However, it's important to be mindful of the potential downsides of this transit. Mercury in Gemini can sometimes lead to a tendency to overanalyze and be overly critical. This can cause tensions in relationship if one partner feels attacked or judged by the other. Additionally, because this transit promotes a lot of mental activity, it's important to make sure that both partners are taking time to connect emotionally and physically as well. Overall, the best use of transiting Mercury in Gemini for committed relationships is to increase communication and intellectual energy to strengthen the bond between partners, but also to be aware of the potential pitfalls of Mercury in Gemini and strive for balancing all aspects of relationships. In terms of hookups, on the positive side, this transit can bring about a more playful and curious energy that can make you seem more attractive to potential partners. Because Mercury in Gemini encourages communication and mental stimulation, makes it a great time for flirtatious banter and intellectual conversations. So getting flirty, this can help build a strong connection between two people who are looking for a casual short-term relationship. However, the downsides to be aware of is that it can lead to a lack of emotional depth or commitment in hookup relationships or any sort of relationship. So just make sure that you and the other people involved are looking for the same thing, and don't assume anything, because you may want something serious and they may just want something fun and light rather than like a more serious emotional connection. Additionally, this transit can create a tendency towards fickleness and indecision, which may not be ideal for those looking for a more stable and reliable partner. It's important to keep in mind that the choice ultimately lies within each individual and their personal values and desires. So, state your cards, listen to other people's wishes, and don't push others into doing things they don't want to do. And, be gentle with yourself if you wanted more, or if the other person wants more and you can't give them that they want. Try and be, respectful in delivering this message to them. It can be quite sensitive. So overall, the best use of this transit for hookup relationships is to embrace the playful and communicative energy it brings, while being mindful of the potential pitfalls and drawbacks. On the karmic level, Mercury, the planet of twins, gives us opportunities to delve deeper into our past life experiences and reflect on how they may be impacting our current life situation. So, in terms of karma and from a past life perspective, this transit can bring up lessons related to communication and learning. It's a good time to reflect on past experiences that involve communication breakdowns or misunderstandings and work towards resolving these issues. This transit can also bring up past life memories or experiences related to learning, allowing for opportunities to heal and move forward in a positive way. Transiting Mercury in Gemini is a time to embrace new ideas, communicate effectively and expand your knowledge and understanding. By tapping into this energy, we can better understand our spiritual journey and life purpose. So the energy of Mercury entering Gemini can inspire curiosity, adaptability and a desire for new experiences. However, there can be some challenges to navigate as well. Mercury semi-square Jupiter can bring about excessive optimism or over-promising things you can't deliver, which can bring disappointment to you and others later on. Mercury square to Neptune can cause confusion or misunderstandings in communication, and the Sun conjunct Mercury can bring an increase in mental clarity and the ability to express yourself with more ease and make others understand you and you them. When it comes to career and educational development, this transit can bring opportunities for learning new skills, and also on the personal spiritual growth is also supported as long as we remain open-minded and avoid getting stuck in rigid or dogmatic beliefs. In terms of committed relationships, clear communication and open-mindedness will be the key to navigating challenges that come up this time. And in terms of hookups, it's a good time to have deep intellectual conversations and explore new ways of connecting, but just watch out for expecting too much and make sure you discuss the terms and conditions. On the karmic level, Mercury entering Gemini is a time to reflect on past communication patterns and see if there's a need for improvement in this area. So all in all, Mercury transiting in Gemini is a time to embrace open-mindedness, flexibility and be curious about all things, and this can lead to positive growth and evolution. So that was Mercury entering Gemini. Thanks for listening.